Hey YouTube guys, so figured today I'd do a quick review, basically an unboxing of the new COBB Accessport V3. Traded in when I was at the Big Northwest meet. Actually weren't supposed to be available until the 1st, so I figured why not be one of the first guys to get one. They didn't bring too many. Wife actually ended up having to make the decision for me, so I didn't procrastinate too long and ended up missing out. So real quick, what you get in the box is basically, it's a nice setup. You get the nice molded case. Trying to figure out a nice place to put this stuff. And then the accessories. Now, I've already installed this because I uninstalled my V2 so I could put it up for sale. So the accessories box is actually empty. This comes with the mount and the ODB2 cable. And I already hooked the mount up here. Not a big fan of hooking it up in here. I don't like how it kind of gets a little in the way of my driving. But if you turn the mount sideways, it actually sits on there real nicely, just above your headlight adjustment and your dimmer settings, and you still actually get to use your vent. It's really nice because it's magnetic. Makes everything really simple when you go to hook it up. So, like I said, this box is empty. In the zipper case, it's always fun to do with one hand. Zipper case, you get your Accessport. It does come with the silver face on it. Comes with your USB cable to hook it up to your computer using your Accessport software. And of course, the silver face. Well, I have a blue car, so might as well put the blue one on there. It does come with a couple of COBB stickers in there. I've already got a couple of COBB stickers on my car, so I'm going to save those and put them on the case to my phone, or I don't know, something for my dog maybe. So, went ahead and switched it out real fast. It's really easy to switch out the faces. Put your finger right in that little gap above the plug-in. Pull up like you're changing the battery in the back of a phone. Literally, my V2 is packed up. I'm hoping I'm getting it sold here in a second. So the face of the V3 is literally the size of the V2 Accessport. It is a little slimmer, which is nice. Your USB hookup is going to be right here on the side. Well, I think that's called a mini USB or a micro. And there's also a different attachment for your ODB2 cable. Hopefully that means it's going to read it faster. I did notice a little bit faster response when installing and reflashing, so that was really nice. Didn't take nearly as long as the V2. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to hook it up to the ODB2. So you can see my cord is already coming down. I route it through the steering wheel console area so I don't have a bunch of cords hanging down. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this thing in real quick, and I'll come back to you in a second. That way you can see the boot up. If I can get this cord in there while it's still sitting in the... That'd be nice. So again, since it's magnetic, makes things really easy. So as you can see, I actually have this thing set up a little bit, not logging obviously. So I've got boost on there, boost target, and then coolant temperature. That's kind of what I was running with on my way back from Bremerton. It's like a 190-mile drive from Bremerton to my house in Oregon. But what's really nice about this is using the arrow buttons. Obviously, you can go to setup, arrow turns green. Sorry about the glare. My cord isn't really long enough because I shortened it up. When the arrow turns green, click on and you can actually change. So you get change the layout, and that's where you actually pick how many gauges you want, between 1 and 6 gauges. So I've got it set on 3. Also, when you're in setup, you can change the units. So if you want to be a European style, you're good. Configure your dialoguing, and you can actually change the shift light on there. So like I said, I've got it on 3, and when we go back into it, you can actually select each individual one. You'll see that it gets a little highlight on there. And when you select it, you can change your monitor. And that's where you're actually going to go through and you're going to select just what you want to monitor for that exact one. What's really nice is the fact that you get a little graph next to each one with the digital readout. It makes it really handy. The home screen is really nice. It's very easy to understand. The color is a big old plus. I like color screens. So you got the gauges where you can set everything up. Obviously performance, you're going to get all that. Honestly, I've never used any of it. The 0 to 60, the quarter mile, and the dynamometer. Your troubleshooting, figure out if you got a code thrown. Tuning it, obviously where you're going to make your adjustments, change your map, show your current. So for me, I'm currently running the Stage 1 Plus Short Force 91 octane, and I'm running a low wastegate. And we go back out of there, you got the uninstall menu, and you've got user tools and back up your ECU and everything. So it has the same option styles as the V2. It just, let's see, it just gives you more options as far as the gauges. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, there's really not that much more that needs to be gone over as far as crazy new features, and if you know how to use an Accessport, you're already golden. One little thing I didn't touch on is that little button right there. That button, that's an off button. It gives it 10 seconds to power off, and you can press cancel to abort the shut off immediately. 10 seconds is a long time, so there you go, it's off. It's really helpful, and part of the glare is actually because of the fact that I have a screen protector on there. Well, the screen protector that comes on there stock, I haven't peeled it off because I'm still waiting for an actual screen protector that I'm going to put on there. So currently I'm filming it with the raggedy old flip camera. It's hard, I don't want to maneuver my GoPro around. I got it hooked up already for when I do a little drive on it. So pressing the button again, it'll boot the whole thing back up. Too bad that picture isn't the picture of my car. And it remembers what you were using. You don't have to go through anymore and reselect what models, or excuse me, what gauges you want to watch. It remembers it for you. That's another big plus. As soon as you turn it on, it's ready to go. You don't have to select monitor, scroll all the way down to whatever monitor you want to do. It's already ready to go. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll start her up. And that's the sound of that wonderful radar detector.
System ready.
Surprisingly didn't get too many hits on the drive to Bremerton. Lots of police out, didn't really hit me with anything. So what I'm going to do now is I'll put it on, put the video on pause, and I'm actually going to hook up the GoPro, which as you can see is right there on my driver's side window, and hopefully that'll get decent video of the GoPro as I'm driving. If it works out, it works out. If not, then you get what you pay for. So I'll be back in a second, guys. Alright guys, we're back. So hopefully that's filming it properly. I wish I had a nice little eyepiece to look through to find out if it was, but like I said, kind of get what we pay for. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a little drive around. The car's nice and warm. It does respond really well. I like the fact that you don't just get the digital readout, you get an actual graph. Still a little unsure. I probably should read the user manual, which, to be honest guys, I haven't even done. Figured Accessport's an Accessport, right? But it's got little features like the boost gauge has 5 red dots there. I was kind of thinking that was when you get spooling towards your peak boost, you would see lights flash. Maybe, I don't know. But I hit peak boost of about 17.9 or 18. And as this map is tuned, it's tuned for 17.5. And there was no lights that came on. So should probably crack the user manual and find out just what those little dots are all about. I'm in a neighborhood right now, so that's why I'm going so slow. Plus I got a slowpoke in front of me. but I do honestly like how it sits right there. It's not too high. It's still in my line of sight. I did post a picture of it on the COBB Facebook page as I was, driving down I-5 from the meet, and it looks like my steering wheel actually blocks the access port a little bit. It doesn't. That spot right above the dimmer switch and the headlight adjustments is literally the exact width as the 3M plastic piece that's on the back of this adapter. It fits perfect. I think COBB did a really good job of giving us a holder. That way we didn't have to go to Best Buy and find like a $12.99 or a $20.99 cell phone holder, try to hook it up to the air vents, and then that vent is obsolete. For me, I love my air conditioning, and for the air conditioner vent right by me to not work really pissed me off. So I like the fact that they finally gave it to us. It is magnetic, so it just slides in and out. Nothing tough. There's been little bells and whistles added on, but nothing to make it hard to understand. So we'll do a little pull here. I did see some lights show up there, so maybe I'll rewatch the video to figure out just when the lights came on. But as you can see here, it shows, it still gives you your low and your high for your boost. So that was only a 16.04 pull. But I also had a very short amount of time I could do it. That was like to third gear before I came to a stop sign and to mash the brakes on. Lots of cops hang out in this area, so it's kind of hard to keep going. But all in all, I don't really know if anybody has anything in specific that they want to see on this. Please leave me comments. Let me know what you're looking for. Wasn't really sure what to do with this. I literally woke up like 30 minutes ago and decided that my back hurt too bad to do a workout. So I figured I'd get in the car and make this quick little video. As of right now, there are no videos up on YouTube besides the stuff that COBB has put up. And you got to give it to them. They just do little teasers because they want you to actually snag it and figure it out for yourself. They want you to like it. So hopefully this helps a little bit. I know it's a rough purchase for a lot of people. $650, even with a V2 trade-in, paying $325. You already paid $600 for your original V2. So, you're paying $925 for an Accessport. Is it worth it? To some people, yeah. I've started using my Accessport more, so it became worth it to me. But for the guys that do a reflash and they're running their map, and they leave it in the glove box, they might data log once a month. Is it worth it to them? Looking on the forums, to most of them they say no. But if you're actually going to use it, the fact that you can run 6 gauges at one time is extremely beneficial. It's really, really helpful. I like the fact that I can just rock 3. I don't know if I'm going to end up rolling all 6, but having more than just the one, having the fact that it remembers what gauges you want, the fact that you can turn it off, the fact that the screen's color and huge, it's a big selling point for me. A really good thing that I was told at the meet that COBB is going to be doing is you have 30 days from, what they told me at the meet is I had 30 days from the time I purchased it, and that was last Sunday, so that was the 28th, to decide whether I was going to sell my V2 on my own or if I was going to do the trade-in. So within 30 days, if I couldn't sell my V2, I could still get a hold of COBB and send my Accessport back in, and I would get my $325 trade-in still. So that's a very huge thing that COBB has done for their customers. And you can't say enough about good customer service, and that is what they are all about. They are full of customer service. You call them, they can be busy as hell, and they're still just going to sit there on the phone and talk to you. They never feel, or you never feel like, okay, well, they're a little too busy for me. They make time for you, and it's perfect. So here we go. Obviously, I shut my car off, so not being able to read anything. Hit the power button, turn the thing off, disconnect, and pull it out. So that's the quick Accessport review for me. I'm gonna put this thing back in my case, and it looks like when I was reversing my car into the driveway, the wife is getting the lawnmower out. So I'm guessing she's anticipating my arrival back home. So, all right, YouTube, we'll talk to you guys later. Again, if you guys have any questions, you want to see something specific on this Accessport, please let me know, and I'll do a video as fast as I can for you. Bye.